Good evening, guys. Um, Welcome to the stream. Okay, so yeah, this isn't the typical type of stream I do. I normally play stuff, but today, it's kind of a special day. Today we're doing a reaction, and yeah, we're reacting to none other than the PC gaming show here. Why? Well, as an Ultrakill player myself, I hear that from New Blood Interactive itself that there are going to be Layer 8 fraud leaks here. So, yeah, that pretty much gets every Ultrakill player counting me excited. And so, yeah, currently 16 minutes left. I wanted to have started earlier the stream, but yeah, like I was busy, so yeah, it's a bit delayed. Don't know what we can do in 16 minutes. Okay, hold on. Checking out some stuff first. Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay. So I wasn't really in a hurry. Well, I was in a hurry because yeah, I mean, I wanted to have the stream ready, react to it, to the whole thing, but yeah, the thing is, I don't know half of these games, like the trailers that are going to be revealed here. I don't really know them. I'm still gonna watch the whole thing, but just for the hype of it, and yeah, why not? Okay, the chat here is going crazy. Most of them are saying either Half-Life 3 or Ultrakill. This guy's, yeah. Okay, so okay, hold on. Okay, so during this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna hop on Ultrakill. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this real quick. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm actually gonna hop on Ultrakill, maybe do some cyber grind while we wait. Is it too loud, or I'm gonna turn the volume a bit down? Cause yeah, I've learned from some other streams that yeah, sometimes my voice can't be heard because how loud some of the games are. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna do some brutal cyber grind. Yeah, I'm still on wave 22 by the way. Don't bully me. I'm actually gonna, yeah. They're so loud, bro. Get the back numbers. I suck at cyber grind, so okay, wait, hold on. Back. music. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm back. Alright, here we go, 2 minutes. Actually gonna full screen here. I actually couldn't activate subtitles in Premieres. One minute. Oh, it's 1:30 now. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed. I mean, this is a premiere, so it can't get delayed. Oh yeah, it's true. The ad said it was at 9, and I was rushing for nothing. Still got 29 minutes. I was a bit surprised. Like, what would it be? 8:30. Yeah, look here. PM BST, well, 9 PM CEST. That's my time. So yeah. Okay, what should I do to pass the time? I think I'm gonna do minutes on brutal because Well, okay, I'm struggling with him on Brutal, so I think instead I'll do him on Violent. Oh yeah, Nerfy rank him on Violent or Brutal. And I think my shuffles. I went into P-1 like just for like practicing Minos, and like I accidentally P-ranked him, like okay on violence, but no way I did it first try. Like well I that well, I actually didn't die. It was just I timed the thing wrong in the flash prison, but holy crap! I did Minos first. Lore! I love Sovereign, man. Okay. Over. Okay, I'm back. And then there's still 20 minutes left. Serious, bro. No, no, actually, I think I'm gonna P-rank stuff in Valorant because look at this. I have it on Brutal everything, but not on Valorant. So we're doing Valorant, I guess. Gonna finish reading. Well, like you won't.
upcoming PC games, and this year we're also doing our first ever deep dive into the glorious, sparkling PC hardware that makes them run. Throughout the pre-show, we'll be talking with expert guests about the latest in hardware innovations and trends. And, as you can see from my overalls and the workshop I'm sat in, we're going to be rolling up our sleeves and building something very special during today's show too. And who knows, you might learn a little something new for the next time you build your own PC. But before we get into all that hardware, here's a different sort of hardware for you to check out. Take a look at what's coming up for wholesome shopkeeping sim, Trash Goblin.
In this wholesome shopkeeping game, you're an orphan trying to start a business. But you're not doing it alone. Say hi to Eamon. They're an antique dealer and your self-appointed guardian/business partner. And this is Auntie Mel. She's a dear friend of your late parents and your other guardian. They don't exactly see eye to eye. Eamon thinks of himself as an entrepreneur. Auntie says that's just fancy talk for criminal. You might wonder how much trouble you could get into with old furniture, but Eamon's got a knack for it. Alongside that whole situation, you've got a business to run. Helping out colourful customers like Donovan with his peculiar nesting needs. Clumsy blacksmith Renoir, desperately trying to impress her new boss. Or Mathronia and their extensive and frankly exhausting romantic adventures. But you're your own boss. Decorate, invest in tools.
Open the window and
travel a little, all at your own pace. Fate is sitting in wait. Trash Goblin, out now.
One Goblin's trash is another Goblin's treasure. That's a famous saying in the Goblin community, along with Goblins speak powerful words and don't put all your eggs in one Goblin. Trash Goblin 1.0 is out right now. Next up, we're going to be talking about a couple of the biggest PC gaming innovations of the past few years. But to do that, we're going to need a little help from some expert witnesses.
I'm really ignorant in this.
As a streamer and videographer, breakthrough technology like DLSS and FSR are absolutely essential items for my day-to-day.
DLSS, FSR, and XeSS, like, they're all doing similar things, which is kind of reducing load on your computer, still retaining some levels of image quality as like super samplers. I think it's super exciting. Basically, it just gives you more performance, seemingly for free.
Being able to push my setup to its limits while also maintaining high frame rates and overall visual quality while streaming allows me to continue to being my best without having to sacrifice performance.
It seems like magic on first appearance, but when you dig into the details, there's a lot more going on under the hood.
It's also important that I'm able to jump from game to game without worrying too much about drops in quality or putting unnecessary strain on my PC. This is especially useful with new-gen games. Whether I'm looking to dodge my opponent's crushing blow in Clear Obscure, or plowing through the hordes in Doom Eternal, it's reassuring to know that I've got the hardware side of things covered.
With like new-gen games coming out, like Monster Hunter Wilds, they had support for frame generation, which is a part of DLSS. So you can render it in a smaller thing, use the Sigma sampler, and then because that frame time is choppy because it's demanding on a CPU, frame generation can help kind of smooth over those bits. It's giving you more room to make your games run and look better while not increasing your performance impact. It allows you to get more out of your hardware.
As games get more demanding, we demand more from them, especially when it comes to visuals. And when it comes to gaming monitors, we love nothing more than a good OLED with lightning-fast response times and infinite contrast. For more, keep your eyes on the screen as we monitor the opinions of a couple of OLED experts.
OLED really does feel like a quantum leap forward in terms of the image quality you can expect from a really high-end monitor. And that's not to say they don't have caveats, but they are essentially the thing to aim for.
You're building a high-end rig and thinking about what monitors to get next.
Really, if you're prepared to spend a fair bit of cash, and a lot of gamers are, you're looking at OLED monitors.
From pixel response time, color arrangement, latency, refresh rates, depth, getting proper blacks, they are simply objectively better, and you'll notice a huge step up if you upgrade to one from a sort of more traditional VA or TN or IPS panel.
And they're getting faster and faster as well, which makes them a good shout for competitive gaming, or really any sort of gaming at this point.
The big blockbusters that have enormous graphical fidelity targets and the sort of ambitions like Cyberpunk 2077 and Ghost of Tsushima, they don't look any better than when they're on an OLED screen. But it goes for even murkier games like the Resident Evil series, Dead Space Remake. The HDR benefits you can get from an OLED monitor on those games can be exquisite.
I'm into my mil sims, so Grey Zone Warfare as well, which is a stunning Unreal Engine 5 looking game, but it also requires some good twitch reactions. Anything where I really need that quick twitch response, OLED tends to be better at it, as well as looking the best at the same time. If you're looking for best of the best, OLED's where it's at.
That is some great info on OLED monitors. You know what monitor I'm using the most these days? A baby monitor. Because I'm a mum. Nope. Nothing? Wow, tough crowd. How about this one? What did the monitor say when it got knocked onto the floor? Ow, that hurts. Okay, what else is in the news? Folks, you notice how Jack Black is in every single video game thing these days? I started up an old save game of The Sims 2 last week, and I am not making this up. Jack Black was in the game wetting his pants in the Goff family kitchen. When is every game in the world decided needed 10 minutes to compose shaders before I can play it? Did I miss a meeting? If I wanted to spend my time watching a number quickly decreasing on the screen, I'd just log into my banking app. Am I right? Hi, I'm Frankie Dobbs. That is my time. Good night. Please press F to pay respects to your servers and give it up for your next app, a colony management sim where it's all about cats versus mice. Here's a
nobody really cares about the VR. I'm trying to get like as much into this as possible. Yo, General. Hello. General joined the chat.
throwing everything in a cozy van and going on an open-world road trip with your friends? Sign me up for Outbound. Oh, hey. Looks like we're getting a call from PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Plott. Hello, PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Plott.
Hey Frankie, it's me, PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Plott.
Let Frankie
Just checking in to see if you're almost ready for the big show next month.
Sean, the big show is today. Right now. This is the pre-show.
I definitely knew that, and definitely didn't forget what month and day it definitely is, or what country I should definitely be in.
Are you sure you're going to be ready? You're on in about 10 minutes?
Relax, I'm just going to one of those GTA barbers. Super time efficient. See, while I'm doing respect, look, give it to me straight. Come on, great, right? Pretty good.
Oh God, no.
Maybe.
I'd stick with the default Sean skin?
Gotcha. Day 9, day 1. The classic look.
Well, things are going great at the workshop. We're focusing on hardware this year, and we're about to move on to keyboards.
Oh, I'm on my way. As long as I catch my flight. Hop on the shuttle to the submarine, then it's just a quick trip in a speedboat. It turns into a hang glider, and I'll be at the studio in 4 minutes, maybe 5.
Oh wait, I just realized it's from delay.
Well, he certainly cleans up quick. Great timing, because we're ready for our next segment. What would PC gaming be without the act of pressing a key and making magic happen? Our keyboards are the clickety-clackety medium through which we work wonders, and the tech behind them has only gotten more wonderful.
Blimey, I got the dates mixed up. So you definitely don't need the mech today?
Nope. Power it down.
Okay.
It sure does look cool though. That
I think
mech
I've
right over
fixed
there,
it.
just off camera.
So expensive looking, isn't it?
It's a real sight to behold. Anyway, don't worry about having not built the PC yet, because it just means we can build it together during the show, and then
Okay, so it
give
was
it away to
like
one lucky
it was a bit
viewer.
technical.
It's so fortuitous how my careless mistake worked out perfectly.
Before we get started though, why do you think gamers should build their
Okay,
own
yeah, I'll
PC?
use
Well, there's
headphones
lots
more
of
often.
reasons. Cost is definitely one, because you can absolutely save money over pre-built computers by buying parts separately and putting them together yourself. PCs are also one of the few electronics in your life you can build at home. Do you know anyone who's built their own television?
My Uncle Bertram did. He worked on it for weeks, but it just turned out to be a cardboard box with some angry bees in it. He called it BTV, and it stung us. It stung all of us.
Exactly my point. We're also living in an age where we're losing the power to repair electronics ourselves. What happens when something goes wrong with your smartphone? You have to take it to someone to get it fixed, or more likely, have it replaced completely. If you built your own PC, not only will you become more knowledgeable about diagnosing problems, you'll have a better chance of being able to fix it yourself.
Sound advice. Thank you, Jacob. But don't start shopping for parts for your own PC build just yet. You might be the lucky winner of the awesome custom PC Jacob and I are going to put together right here today on the PC Gaming Show. But first, we've got one more game to show you as we build our way to the end of our pre-show. If you're a fan of unlikely animal friendships, something tells me you'll dig the new trailer for Cappy Castaway.
Hakita better not show us, bro. Ooh, 26 seconds, let's go. Come on. Actually, what was happening when the Ultrakill? Let's go.
Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2025. My name is Sean Day9 Plot, and once again, I am thrilled to be here with you, showing you the latest game trailers, previews, and world-exclusive first looks at what's ahead in the world of PC gaming. But even more importantly, I'm delighted to be joined again by the co-host with the most, Mika Burton.
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be back on the PC Gaming Show, especially since we're cooking up something extra special this year. As you can see, Sean and I are broadcasting today's show from a crucible of clandestine accoutrements.
Oh, that's right. Here in our high-tech hardware workshop, we've assembled some of the finest PC gadgetry for some of the world's smoothest secret operatives. You know where all the spies get all their coolest toys? And what's from us?
We've made headsets that double as wall-climbing suction cups.
We've made keyboards that can turn into cars that turn into boats.
We've also built a laptop that's a crossbow that's also a blunderbuss, and I'm afraid to touch it. That's how you know it's good.
We made a gamer chair that turns completely invisible thanks to cloaking technology.
Sean, the invisible chair never actually made it out of R&D.
Well, that's what they want you to think. Regardless, we're in the process of using every ounce of our high-tech, top-secret, black books engineering at our disposal to build what we call
the rig.
Ooh. The Rig is a top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming PC, and it could be yours. Because after we build it here today, we will be giving it away to one lucky viewer at the end of the show.
But that'll happen a bit later. Right now, let's kick off the show the PC Gamer way with three, count 'em, 3 world premieres.
Three world premieres.
Dahlia, I know you're nervous about going home, but you're going to be fine. We don't know the state of the crisis. A job's a job, right?
What game is this?
Get in, get out. Don't get sucked back in. Remember, D, it's just a job.
Yeah, supposedly you all can't hear the sounds from Discord, but like, brother, crazy. Excuse me. Come on, we need fraud! Agita's gonna troll us, I can see it.
The Sword Coast. Neverwinter. All these places will be consumed.
Why they have to lock in? Fraud could come out any moment, chat.
They call you
Any
Fraud,
moment.
a piece of gifts laid within you. The only one who can help
Or
us
Half-Life.
defeat the King of Shadows.
Bring in the accused.
Did you really think you could keep such relics of my people?
None shall stand against us. You cannot stop me.
Obsidian's 2006 classic RPG
Okay,
mode
hold
is
on.
all new and shiny again. Honestly, I'm calling in sick the day it launches.
Ooh, me too. I think my excuse will be food poisoning.
I was gonna go with regular poisoning.
Interesting. Go on.
Well, I already have so many sworn enemies and even more unlabeled bottles in my kitchen, so it's entirely believable.
You know what? You do you, my guy. In the meantime, let's check in with Frankie and Jacob about the rig.
Thanks, Mika. I'm here with PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and during today's show, we're going to be building an
Yeah, I'm
awesome
back.
custom PC. Even better, everyone watching will have a chance to win it for themselves.
This PC will be a gaming powerhouse with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT, plus 32 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5 RAM.
We're also throwing in a Corsair K70 Pro keyboard, Asus ROG Swift OLED monitor, and a Corsair Nightsword RGB mouse, all handpicked by Jacob.
We didn't forget a thing. We're even including a mousepad.
That's where your mouse lives, sleeps, and entertains other mice. Let's get to work.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. Check out this next trailer. It's fabulous. Fresh tracks, or I will get you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
How do you stop that which never
fresh track.
ends? In the endless, no two journeys unfold the same way. Come, remain by the fire, and hear the tale of Norwind's greatest champion. There's no one I would rather die alongside than you, my champion.
Okay, is the quality at max? Like I tried to check that earlier, but yeah, okay. Only till 1080.
coming up in the show.
Wait, New Blood is in chat? Yeah, they are. Okay, so Hakita can't troll us. I literally can't. Come on, bro. Come on, show us Ultrakill, bro. Come on, now.
It's
now.
important to celebrate
Show
when
it now.
something reinvents itself. Necess overhauls its
Now.
graphics, gets major updates. It's beautiful.
It's almost as beautiful as the rig's Corsair RM1000X fully modular ATX power supply.
Oh, it's poetry. In fact, the only thing more poetic is
A perfectly executed heist set in a dystopian techno future. Yes! When we heard the makers of Payday and GTFO had a new co-op heist FPS in the works, you know we had to find out more. So we infiltrated 10 chambers and interrogated the makers of Den of Wolves. Here's all the info we dredged from their genius minds.
We were prepped and ready for the heist. We had stolen Tier 7 passkeys, acquired the building schematics, and rerouted the security comms.
We're in position.
The package was as good as ours. every variable accounted for, but we fucked it up anyway. Next time, we gotta be even more prepared.
Bro, is that a game? Like, well, whatever game this. I know it's real life.
Wolves is a first-person shooter, four-player.
From when I thought it was one of the trailers.
Game taking place in the future. We focus a lot on player agency, story, and keeping the player on their toes with some interesting elements that take you out of the brick-and-mortar world of Midway City, where the game takes place. It's a power fantasy, even though there's obviously tension as well with like stealth segments and stuff. But the identity of Wolves is primarily this balls to the wall.
Wolves is stepping back into our payday roots. The big difference is, of course, the sci-fi area, where we can play around a lot with design. The freedom we have with this sci-fi space is a bit terrifying, actually, because you can go nuts, basically. We've actually told ourselves to not try to over-design stuff, but not limit us creativity. So designing the Midway City from the start, we knew we wanted big mega-structure buildings to actually place our levels within and be free of how big levels we want them to be. It's this very large city arising from the sea. You want to look out at the city and say, okay, so this is a living, breathing city and it works.
Coming back to the heist genre is sort of I don't know, after Payday 2, I felt like I had so much more things to do in my head, like what I wanted that game to be. A contemporary setting limits you in so many ways. Everything you do to enhance the game breaks the theme. With a sort of a sci-fi theme on it, it enables you to stay in the pocket of thematics and still solve things from a gameplay angle. When making a game concept or a world, you have to think about what tools it gives you to solve problems in the future. And the sci-fi thriller theme gives us a lot of tools to play with. Midway is just a corporate haven. There's no rules, there's nothing. It's divided up into districts. There's even like district wars and this kind of thing within the city. So it's a very classical, in a way, dystopian take. Kind of like a classic role-playing game of saying like, oh, this is the backdrop, and I'm gonna hand you a new adventure and have a bit of fun. So there's something called dives in the game. It's basically a neural heist. In the middle of whatever you're doing in the normal mission, you can basically jump to this other place. Thematically, there's these architects that build these defense mechanisms that gets injected into people's minds, and then you're trying to break into one of those.
The dives allows us to explore a little bit with visual art design and gameplay design. Just tracking down this specific person that you need to make a dive into to extract information. We don't need a bank vault for that. It could be a suburban, gritty area, or it can be a very high-end luxury apartment of some sorts.
The dives provide change of pace and change of intensity in the gameplay and change of scenery, and it could be a nightmarish sort of abstract thing.
Imagine trying to navigate a forest or something like this.
But it could also be a Japanese temple or fortress in the Swiss Alps.
We could just mix a lot of different stuff together because it's this very abstract place. And also with gameplay, we could go from a shooter to a platformer to a horror theme.
Or we can have sort of parkour experimentation where you can run on walls. We make the rules for what the dives are and what they can be.
The heist fantasy in general maps really well to game psychology. I'm a psychology-driven game designer to a large extent because we want to motivate you to keep playing, and also like, what are we stealing and what's the economy of the game? And I'm not talking about getting people to spend more cash. It's what's the drive of the game. And I think building new things or crafting things is a very interesting area. A good example would be like this thing we did for Payday where you would craft masks and this kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going back to the masks. I've heard people tell me before, like, oh, GTFO and then oh, it's a masks game, right? I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it is. But we wanted to make something different. Like, we didn't want to go fully masculine, maybe doing, you know, these big skull masks. Like, we don't want to limit us to not do it, but with the mask we have now, we actually wanted to bring some feminine, some sexiness, you know. So one of the inspirations we actually had was the Keira Knightley pout that she has, and there's also like these Japanese theater demon masks with Hannibal Lecter type of style. So as in the dives, you know, we could basically make anything. The masks are this expression to allow them to expand the world inside of themselves. So finding designs where they don't really know where to put it in what category.
Show us.
Hit kind of a sweet spot there. This is gonna be a high-paced, intense, and a very fun, collaborative game. Playing together with friends is a beautiful thing, right? Especially when we have these situations where shit hits the fan, we panic together and try to solve it.
So if you put 4 people in a room and they play it, and you start to hear the voices go up, and they start to be loud in the room, then you know, like, yeah, it's something, you know?
If you want to find out more about Den of Wolves, head to our Steam page and make sure to wishlist now.
$100,000 watching. Wow, that's crazy. Bro. The guys from New Blood must be laughing their heads off seeing us suffer for Ultrakill. Come on. Come on. $10 now, Fraud. $10 Fraud this now.
Frankie, this is my first time on the PC Gaming Show. Any advice?
It's not that hard. Just show up on time, learn your lines, and don't cross me. Don't you ever cross me, Ridley. I will destroy you. Also, tea with honey is great for a scratchy throat after a long day on set.
Okay.
Want to rehearse the next scene? It's that silly one where I'm trying to detangle a bunch of headphone cables and you learn the folly of crossing Frankie Ward. I have powerful friends and a long reach. Or you could tell us about the next part you're going to install.
Yep, let's do that, please. Right, the X870E Aorus Master has a few special features to make PC building easier. My favorite is this tool-free SSD slot. Press a button and the heatsink comes away. Then push down on the latch to install your SSD. No screw required, which means no more crawling on the floor looking for said screw when you inevitably drop it. Then there's this Wi-Fi antenna. This combines standard 2 Wi-Fi connections into one easy-to-install or remove connector. No need to screw anything in. Lastly, if you want to disconnect your GPU, hit the button in the corner and pull it out. Job done.
Welcome to Evil Empire, where we've been working on the Rogue Prince of Persia's early access for over a year now, pushing the game way further than we ever imagined. I mean, just look at me playing. I'm happy, the team is happy, and our boss is happy. And the players, well, they seem happy too. Our 1.0 launch is fast approaching, so here's where we're at.
What? Okay, so the launch end. For a moment I thought it was Ultrakill.
Use this gift and right your wrongs. You have the opportunity to save your kingdom as the worthy Prince of Persia.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. We were the conductors of the train, tirelessly serving our passengers with kindness and respect.
Excuse me, this is a conductor-only residence. Please back away from the door.
Hey, what's up? Yes, get motherfucking ready!
Listen up, scumbags. You rats will never get me out of this control room. You understand me? Never.
Car key.
Bro, let's just flush him out. I'm tired.
Do it.
Run! Move, move, move.
Hull compromised. Please evacuate the train.
Those ungrateful mother...
Bro, we can literally intercept the conductor, steal all his shit, and extract.
Let's go, 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 go!
Oh, vad är det särskilt för? Jag har tagit en national du kunna få.
Go, 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 go!
We got everyone!
Engine fall in 10, 9, 8.
Carabao, we gotta move!
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
eFrontier's Founder Access is the first public step in creating a visionary sci-fi survival experience. You start your journey alone, a tiny blip in a seemingly endless universe. As you struggle to gain a foothold in this hostile world, you can build rudimentary structures, improve ships, components, and more. You'll begin to discover details about the universe and the ancient civilizations whose remnants still roam the skies. Everything requires fuel to operate, and good resource management is crucial to survival. The most potent source of fuel, crude, is necessary to build formidable ships, advanced structures, and even stargates, reconnecting the vast universe.
Bro, it's Benjamin.
Are highly customizable.
There to move.
The possibility for emergent gameplay only bound by your creativity. Founders have already created custom tournaments, specialized trading hubs, advanced security systems, and more. Are you ready to lose yourself on the frontier?
Wow, I knew space was dark, but that was dark. CCP really knows how to make the destruction of the universe look kind of beautiful. I'm honestly looking forward to being ambushed in the depths of space in EVE Frontier.
But if you're like me and the thought of being caught off guard is a no-no, just head over to the PC Gaming Show Steam page and you'll find every single game we're showing today in one convenient spot ready to be wishlisted. So no scary surprises.
Absolutely. And now here's a look at some of the great games from puzzle publisher Astrological.
I'd say the days are blurring together. But what days? As for the isolation, I'm an introvert. It suits me. The contracts just keep on coming. 2 more rigs to construct. That will put me short in power. Gonna need more hydrogen generators. Good news is, I've managed to synthesize 334 liters of water in the last 24 hours. Now they want 200 liters of ammonium hydroxide. Rewards are good though. On completion, we'll finally acquire an electrolytic reducer. And with all that methane on level 2, that means methanol. After that, despite the fact no one really knows what's down there, I push on and keep going deeper.
Welcome to Matsuzawa Manufacturing Factory number 1.
Bro, I haven't said a single word in forever. And I won't until Fraud is revealed. I'm here for an hour, bro.
This is a factory in Modulus. Here, we're producing blue cores. Let's see how we got here. This facility was built out of these 3 modules, which were joined, stamped, and dyed with pigment. Produced here, in our blue pigment refinery, which was constructed from these modules, made by combining these modules, cut from cubes, which were melted from polyrock, extracted here.
So, Jacob, have you got any quick PC building tips you can share with our audience?
Here's one. You know when you accidentally drop a tiny little screw into your PC case and it just
Ultrakill
disappears?
goes, show Ultrakill now, Akita. We can't
Do you
wait
have
no
some
more.
cool hack for quickly finding it?
Nope.
Welcome to the stream,
Mustard.
Mustard.
Forever, and you should pretend it never existed.
Forget I asked about tips. What can you tell me about the Radeon RX 9070 XT you're installing?
The Radeon RX 9070 XT is a hot ticket item right now, and for good reason. This is AMD's graphics division putting its best foot forward with an RDNA 4 chip that can go toe-to-toe with NVIDIA's GeForce RTX
Show us
5070
fraud.
Ti. If you're worried about running out of VRAM, don't be. This comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. That's plenty for gaming at 4K. Plus it supports FSR4, the latest version of AMD's upscaling technology, to help your frame rate. But what I like about it most is how easy it is to undervolt. This lets you run it with less power and still get top performance.
No. Come on. No.
I know our odds.
Maybe
it's time to consider the easy way out.
Me all your love now. 'Cause for all we know, we might be dead by tomorrow. I can't go on wasting my time, adding scars to my heart. 'Cause all I hear is I'm not ready now.
You were always one of us. From day one. What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not ready,
You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us. I just wanted to find a way out.
'cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die.
This is Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults. A hack-and-slash dungeon crawl where up to 4 players battle through a single massive labyrinth filled to the brim with monsters, treasure, and secrets. Customize each hero between 3 paths inspired by 2nd edition Pathfinder. Or mix and match to craft the perfect hybrid. Whether adventuring solo or with friends, switch between the party's heroes on the fly to unleash almighty combo attacks to annihilate the forces of darkness. Deep below the surface, the dark sorcerer's
Swear if
Aura
Frog is
Alvex gathers
the last
her
one.
power.
Like,
Are you foolhardy enough to delve into the shadowy depths of the Abomination Vaults?
come on.
We meet again, little merchant.
still taking up the challenge of a double life. Torn between one endeavor and another. Two sides of the same precious coin. In one life, you brave dangers, while in the other, you put your skills and hustle to the test to grow your store. As you chase that vision, you may pause and wonder, is this pursuit more important than its destination? That answer lies within you, little merchant.
Come on.
Computers aren't the only thing we
After
do
this,
here
after
at our
this
hardware
club
workshop.
come out.
While Frankie and Jacob are working on the rig, Mika and I have been preparing some more elegant equipment for fieldwork. Spy gadgets. See here. This might appear to be a standard ATX full-tower personal gaming computer. In actuality, every component is also an extremely cool spy gadget. Take, for instance, this CPU fan. In reality, Ninja Star.
Huh, that did a real number when we tried it on an intern. Well, moving on, we have our range of hidden tasers. To the untrained eye, a coffee mug.
Yeah.
In reality, a taser. Ooh, or how about this? To the untrained derriere, a roll of toilet paper. But in actuality, you guessed it, it's a taser.
Hey, what about this? Is this like a hidden listening device, USB, or is it maybe a spy camera?
That is, of course, also a taser. Don't worry, you know, he'll be fine. Eventually. For now, let's check out our next exciting world premiere.
No, wait. Okay, I'm back.
Your safety is your own responsibility. Sharing a roof with someone, make sure they're humans. Check their eyes and teeth. An overlooked visitor will kill you.
Hi, I'm Oscar, a solo developer, and this is my game, Botsu. It's an online multiplayer game where you control a ragdoll.
Was that in the game from earlier? No, I'm not human.
Physics-based competition.
That was from,
I started making this game in my spare
like,
time.
I literally can't remember, was it from... It was from the creators of Buckshot Roulette, I
Where you
think.
can meet up with your friends and mess around with the sandbox while they arrive. When you're ready, mind the gap and hop on the matchmaking train to your Botsu tournament. Your team will compete in bonkers box ball matches, steal boxes and drag your team to victory in Stockpile, and try to be the last bot standing in Sumo. It's even got physics-based power-ups, like sticky bombs, balloons that work on anything, and grappling hooks to swing the match in your favor. You can play both online and split screen at the same time, and you can create crazy custom matches in the Steam demo right now. I hope you have fun.
Okay, come on. Gonna crash out if they don't.
Spotlight, hot night, spotlight. I say, big swerve, big roll, rich chase. I serve, line up for the looks that kill. So rich it can make you ill. Don't choke on the diamond pill. Cheap lines, get a gag like bow down to the golden strand. Get in line, I'm an hiding man. Come close, kick it, I'll use what I can when I can. I will rate with a 1 to a 10. I will call if I want it again.
Coming up in the show,
Ultrakill Fraud is going to be the last thing. That new build paid these guys to be last.
What an amazing collection of games we've already seen. Mika, we are really turning up the heat this year.
we sure are.
Mika, what is that?
Oh, it's thermal paste.
Oh, wait, let me guess. It doubles as like a plastic explosive, or maybe it's a potent tranquilizing gas, or is that just like another taser?
No, it's literally just thermal paste. You know, it transfers the heat from your CPU to your heat sinks to avoid overheating.
Oh.
Plus, it is an amazing cookie filler. It's like forbidden icing.
Mika, you can't eat thermal paste.
Of course you can, especially not with milk.
Okay, let's check in on that build again.
Can we put it in the computer?
Absolutely not, but I'm certainly going to try.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, what kind of CPU is this puppy working with?
It's with no small amount of envy that I say this. We're equipping the rig with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D processor. Put simply, this is the fastest 16-core consumer CPU money can buy. It combines the best parts of every processor ever made. The power of a 16-core monster for tough jobs, check. The gaming chops of second-gen AMD 3D V-Cache tech, check. This beast can work as hard as it plays, and it plays in a completely different league. It's the best processor in the world for gamers and creators, for gaming and for everything else. It's a beauty. If I wasn't putting it in the rig, I'd be tempted to walk out of here with it myself.
Phenomenal. Peak PC gaming, courtesy of PC Gamer and AMD.
Indeed. So, Plasma Globe?
Plasma Globe.
Looks like things are coming along perfectly with the rig. Which is perfect because right now we've got another exciting world premiere to show you from our friends at Fail Better Games.
The village of Chandley is small, complicated, and everyone's got their own story. For 100 years, the practice of horticulture has been under a curse. making even the simplest act of cultivation unpredictable. But you come from a long line of sorcerers steeped in the green and growing arts. Your family's old lodge has been empty for a long time, so don't expect airs and graces. Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets and set in its ways. Is it ready for the return of a mandrake?
The Mandrake setting is based on British history and folklore. For research, we've walked in a temperate rainforest and visited an ancient coal mine beneath the Forest of Dean.
It's a world where overfishing might cause a river to put a curse on you, and where you'll go delving for bright minerals in the forgotten deeps.
Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies did have some light cannibalism in them. You can't eat people in this one, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. There are old powers waiting in the corners of the world, and the night does not belong to mortals. If all of that sounds good to you, wishlist Mandrake on Steam right now.
A week in the life of a demon school student in under a minute. Starting now. Monday, catch up on the news. Get a new assignment. Fight some guys using tactics. Check your diary. Tuesday, investigate a spook classroom. Gain a rival. Fight some more guys. Find a dog. Wednesday, romance your friends. Kick an egg. Fight those guys. Thursday, follow some blood. Track down a missing sandwich, pull a new friend out of nowhere. There's guys, you fight them. Friday, find a cursed dog. Learn a terrible secret. Fight a really big guy. The weekend, sing karaoke, race beetles, rent some tapes, and generally just relax. That's 1 week down, many to go. Wishlist Demon School, an RPG with tactical battles right now.
Congratulations on your assignment. You have been selected to oversee a caretaker deployment in Sector 43A. This video will introduce you to your unit and its sacred directive, the preservation and propagation of the human species. After
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry because
Earth became
bro, I've been here for more than an hour and I just want to show it. Not for
Moses responded with the human seed program. Cryogenic embryos are grown to maturity in surface-based Lazarus pods, then transferred to orbital colonies for immediate workforce integration. Your caretaker unit manages every step: retrieval, growth, and orbital transfer. Caretakers maintain surface facilities, build autonomous power systems, and adapt to any anomaly, from environmental failure to unauthorized presence. Enjoy the rest of your assignment. And remember,
you're the only one who can safeguard the future of humanity in The Last Caretaker. So, you know, no pressure or anything. Hey, Sean, what was that?
I am so sorry. I may have eaten a light snack that just didn't really agree with me.
Wait a second. Did you get into my thermal paste stash again?
I prefer the term computer hummus.
No, that's definitely a train, which means we are right on track for our next world premiere. Sean, no! Put it down.
Whoa, hey. Train builder? No, I'm interested. I love trains. Ooh, yeah.
Inspector, Norex would like to offer you an opportunity. We have some dirty work we need you to take care of. At your own risk, of course. Keep your mouth shut and you'll be rewarded. You want to hunt monsters? Join Norex.
And don't ask questions.
So you're good at building PCs, but can you build other things? Like a car?
No, Frankie. I can't build a car.
What about like a winching system to pull something heavy out of, for example, a lake?
I mean, maybe I could put together...
Say a car was in a lake and you needed to winch it out. Could you at least build a ramp to make the winching a bit easier?
Is that something you want to tell me?
I drove your car off a ramp and into a lake, but I only did it to put the fire out.
My car was on fire?
There is no point in jumping a car off a ramp if it's not on fire.
Is there any good news to this story?
Yeah. Just check out this ramp. You should install these before you start shopping for a new car.
Ooh, that's the Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5. This kit is perfect for building an all AMD Ryzen build at 6,000 mega transfers a second and with low latency. However, we've also stuffed something special here, a light enhancement kit. That's a pair of dummy sticks that look the part but don't actually contain any memory chips. This is a great solution for an AMD build, as it means you can stick to the more reliable slots on the motherboard, 2 and 4, while looking the part. It also pairs nicely with our Haven 420 case, which offers thermal optimization through its central GPU airflow that sits within a dual-chamber design.
That sounds like the perfect hardware combo for anyone looking to frag draw cards, explore endless dungeons, or simply stream with friends. But while you're out there updating your part picker list, why not check out this exciting upcoming game?
World changed in the blink of an eye. The outpost where we hoped to find salvation has stopped responding. We found it abandoned, all in ruins. Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild what's left. As we make the most of the little space the tree affords, we live under a constant threat from the fog. Not an ordinary mist that we knew before, but one that overwhelms us with the worst kind of fear. And yet, if we want to survive in the new conditions, we must not only fight the fog, we must explore it, research it, understand it, as the fate of our people, maybe even the world, depends on it. And all before fear consumes us all. The tree provides. The tree protects. The tree prevails.
Coming up in the show...
Okay, please, please, please.
Your cult is waiting for prophets to lead them. Convert the feeble-minded. Learn the occult. Spread the mighty one's influence. Find power in the god of your choice to bring the unseen depths to the mortal world. Now go. Vanquish the opposition. Burn the non-believers. Indoctrinate the uncivilized. And survive the horrors. Grow in power and strength. Unlock new unholy sorceries to overcome the mightiest of enemies. You have what it takes to worship the Eldritch.
Come on, bro. Come on, now. Now. Now, please.
After almost a decade, Muse Games is bringing us a follow-up to the airship combat game Guns of Icarus.
Now, as with all professions, our work as gadget-crazed weirdos would be impossible if not for the laser watches and ejector seats of those who came before us.
We stand on the shoulders of giants. Crafty, unhinged giants.
Which is why I am pleased to present, in an attaché case full of throwing knives and tear gas canisters, the latest intel on Bond. James Bond. So we sent our secret agents to see what's happening at IO Interactive.
When things got together and we figured out that we were going to work on such a legendary IP, we were very, very excited. It's a huge opportunity, and also the fact that it hasn't been a game for 14 years just adds to the excitement of a comeback of this game in gaming.
The colleagues that we have here are phenomenal, and I think taking all of their experience from the sort of agent fantasy that they've been building for all these years and applying it to the Bond franchise has been incredible to see and to be a part of. We're making a standalone James Bond game, but there are characters and locations that I think are going to make the fans of the novels and the fans of the movies and the cinematic history really smile.
Guys, I don't think Fraud is gonna get revealed.
Known aspects of the character. You can initially view these as constraints, but really they're strengths because we get to work with all these amazing partners. Aston Martin and Land Rover, collaborations with Omega, and all of these things lends itself a sense of credibility to the player that this is a real James Bond experience.
Crafting this character has been both exciting and extremely challenging because it's a balance between being very true to Ian Fleming's novels on the character, yet bringing some part of IO into that.
The most special thing about our version of Bond is that it's an IO reimagination of the origin of Bond himself, and it allows us to really dive in and learn about what it takes to enter this world of espionage.
It was very important to us from early on that we didn't want to synthesize Bond. We didn't want to go in and cherry pick qualities from different aspects of stories or whatever. We wanted to make something that was fully original. So he's young. He's someone who doesn't yet know all the things we know about James Bond. He has all the core qualities. So he's irreverent. He's inherently charming. He's funny, but he's not yet cold. He's not callous. He's a more energetic. He has that impatience of youth built into him.
Somewhere in between a naive, not yet worn down, principled young man, and then that journey onto this hard-hitting, colder guy that we might recognize. That space there was really inspiring to us.
He is very true to his North Star and his values. And the story is very much about when you meet the harsh, political, dangerous world out there, how does a young man fare while still retaining his values?
Not only will we get to experience the character changes and the lessons he needs to learn, but also how he gets his famed gear.
The world is a big part of how you solve the problems as you get to them. Using the environment and weapons and charm, and obviously gadgets is a huge part of that. We have a lot of the gadgets you'd expect, and then quite a few you wouldn't.
So our long-time fans from our Hitman franchise can expect to recognize some of these core elements from our interactive in our James Bond game.
A really core aspect of this game is what we call creative approach. And it has to do with standing outside a lavish location. We're going to give you an objective in here. You absolutely need to be able to do that in a bunch of different ways. But I think the biggest difference is that you need a lot of patience to play Hitman. You need to be sitting there, seeing the patrol. He goes over there and he likes wine and you overhear that thing. But Bond, he can also just walk through the front door. I'm actually just going to go and talk to them. I'm just going to go punch him right now. If you're a James Bond that wants to crouch along, you know, the covers and be careful and all that stuff, that's your Bond and that's fine. But we've crafted a game that has a lot more forward momentum.
Spycraft is part of our DNA. However, in terms of Bond, there are two key differences.
The agent we were working with before, he is an empty shell, right? He's a chameleon, whereas James Bond is very much a personality.
A big part of the fun of playing the game is to see what he'll say, because he always has something great to say that you wouldn't have thought of. His quick wit and talking your way into and out of trouble is a big part of the core loop as well.
If Hitman is a single-minded killer and basically the bad guy of the game, Bond is the hero. And that means that we are much more focused on his journey as a character, and we are much more focused on saving the world.
I think it's safe to say that we're dialing the action to 12 on this one. We wanted a physical Bond. We wanted fighting to be visceral and brutal and violent and super fun and exciting. So we've spent a great amount of energy on making a system of free-flow combat where you're fighting multiple opponents at once. You can grab them and punch them and throw them into each other, use the environment.
We really did strides and upping the dynamism, the kinetic feel of the combat, be that the melee combat, shooting, and in and out between that. It's very, very exciting. We,
the question of the day,
studio and as a team have evolved a lot to do top class action, spectacle moments and spectacle situations, all interactive. The situations you get into are absolutely wild. It's because that's the 360 experience that our fans deserve and expect from a Bond experience.
And we've really pushed our engine to sort of bring on this higher level of spectacle and fidelity to the game.
Like, I've been staring at this for 2 hours. I just want
like miles.
I just want them to show Fraud, bruh.
Depicting these beautiful different cities and locations, exotic types of vehicles, not just normal vehicles. So take everything we know, but also evolving with technology to deliver an experience that is more advanced than we've ever done before.
This has to be a larger-than-life action adventure story, and that's what we've delivered. But it's always with character at its center. There's never action for action's sake. It's because it leads to the next thing. It's because he needs and has to do this in order to succeed.
Having worked on Hitman on and off for 20 years, this is the combination of all that work, all that skill, all that practice, coming together and finally seeing the ultimate spy fantasy come to life.
Please,
When
I'm
the
begging you,
world ended,
Hakita.
we shielded
Hakita,
our
I'm begging
city.
you, please.
We
Hakita!
Until now. Until you, time traveler. Only you can shatter our chains.
Hakita,
Guide
no.
our armies, defend our kingdom, propel the evil hordes. Rebuild what the enemy shattered and restore the might of our city. The lands of Bastion still whisper secrets. Relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall halt your advance. Your strength will never cease to grow. Once banished, you will break us free.
If it feels like something's been implanted at the base of your skull, that's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to me. Good work. Head back to the van.
As you can see, we are running a fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out. Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870E motherboard. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and its built-in thermal armor and heat sinks will keep our Ryzen X3D rig running great without running hot. And of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT with RDNA 4 architecture, and 3rd gen AMD ray tracing tech for competitive 4K performance.
Awesome. And for those of you who want to speed up your own PC build, I've got a technique I always use. A montage.
A what?
A montage.
Alright, do your little montage as long as Ultrakill is next.
montage. Right, great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime, here's some new tech for you, or should I say, some new Terra tech.
Damn, so many games are gonna come out this year, like, are you serious? Come on, Hakita. I've got a whole crowd waiting for you. Exactly 4 viewers. Like, come on, Hakita, are you already gonna fail my 2 viewers?
I didn't see you there. Don't mind me, I have got a special friend stopping by, but don't tell the folks upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link below to see all the goodies in today's show.
Oh.
And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over...
What?
Meu Deus. Perdoe essa pobre coitada. Que de joelhos rezou bocado, pedindo pra chuva cair sem parar.
O sertão é rico para quem tem olhos de ver. Não é lugar para vocês.
Uma pessoa pode lavrar um chão que nem mesmo cactos consegue brotar.
Todos precisam saber sobre o que de fato aconteceu em Canudos.
Eles moveram mundos para acabar com o nosso lar. Perdemos, mas resistimos, como mandacaru no meio da grande seca.
Eles vão nos massacrar novamente, Pajé. Eles vão nos massacrar. A um.
Well, they're actually like throwing firecrackers out there. Like, yeah, my town is celebrating Ultrakill.
And worst of all, you've tried to flee. And it pains me deeply. But a lamb that's always lost. Has to be gold.
Chef, opening your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale, but it's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The hordes line up at the door. Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits, but you will be forged in the fires of the kitchen. sharpen your knives, and master the magic of food. For an ancient hunger has awoken, and the path to a demon's heart is through its stomach.
Hey, let's check in on how things are progressing with
the rig.
And make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Oh, it's not looking great. They're hooking up a... Oh my god, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous. I
know.
told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
wait.
God, why?
Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh, no, he's sobbing.
Oh, no.
And now he's cursing God. Yeah.
Why, you maniacs? Why?
Bro, you're slithering me right
Damn
now.
you printers! Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting, let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite Guntouchables.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended. Welcome to Guntouchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable. That's why they call it Guntouchables. Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up, and smack stuff with a shovel, and shred stuff with a bone saw, and snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting badass guns and even more badasser upgrades. It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse, you're up against a million maniacal mutants that want nothing more than to pound you into hamburger meat. There's only one way to survive, and that's to become Guntouchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
Oh! Let's go! Yo! What the Bro! That's so trippy. Bro's gonna... Bro, what? Yo! Angels! Oh, it's like doors that like, you go there and you go to another position of the room. Bro, this is so trippy! Bro! What do the angels do? Yo!
Coming up in the show...
Nah, bro. Just so... Okay, wait, pause. Alright. I did not expect Fraud that it was gonna be like that. I was imagining it more yellow, but okay, yeah, anyways, I don't think there's gonna be anything else more interesting. Maybe I'll check it out tomorrow or something. How long have I been streaming for? Jesus, 2 hours. Yeah, no, I'm done. Okay. Good night, chat. That was Fraud. Okay. Good night. Bye.